first celebrity in the spotlight tonight is the presenter Rav Wilding. His subject is the human body. The DJ Mark Chapman. His subject, Premiership football. The writer Philippa Gregory. Her subject, Elizabeth Woodville, the wife of Edward IV. And impressionist John Culshaw. His subject, British pop of the 80s. Welcome to Celebrity Mastermind with me, John Humphreys. 4 more celebrities are about to put themselves through the black chair ordeal. The usual rules apply. 2 minutes of questions on their specialist subject and 2 minutes on general knowledge. Their fee tonight goes to charity. And the winner will take home this trophy. More importantly, join an elite group, Mastermind winners. And your name is?
Mark Chapman.
Your chosen charity?
Click Sergeant.
And your chosen subject?
Premiership football, 1992 to the present.
Premiership football in 2 minutes starting now. Which is the only club to have escaped relegation from the Premiership, having been bottom of the table at Christmas?
West Brom.
Yeah. For which club did Brian Deane score the first Premier League goal against Manchester United in August 1992?
Sheffield United.
Yes. Which club's 1-0 win at Portsmouth on the last day of the 2007-8 Premiership season saved them from relegation on goal difference?
Fulham.
Yeah. Agustin Delgado spent 3 seasons with Southampton in the Premiership, during which time he appeared in the 2002 World Cup for which country?
Colombia.
Ecuador. Which player set a new Premier League record in December 2005 when he started his 164th consecutive game?
Brad Friedel.
Frank Lampard. How many goals were scored in the Premier League match between Portsmouth and Reading in September 2007?
11.
Yeah. Which club had to wait until the 16th match of their only Premier League season in 93-4 to record their first win?
Swindon Town.
Yes. Who became the first player to appear in 500 Premier League matches while playing for Bolton in December 2006?
Gary Speed.
Yeah. By what record score did Manchester United beat Ipswich Town in March 95?
9-0.
Yeah. Which Leeds player scored 4 goals in a Premier League match against Liverpool in November 2000?
Nick Barmby.
Mark Viduka. What was significant about Chelsea's starting lineup for the Premiership match against Southampton on Boxing Day 1999?
It didn't contain any British players.
Yeah. Which goalkeeper kept a record 142nd Premier League clean sheet in April 2007?
David James.
Yes. Which Fulham player scored the 15,000th Premier League goal in December 2006 against Chelsea?
Moritz Volz.
Yeah. In October 2002, which striker, who cost Manchester United £7.5 million, eventually scored his first Premier League goal after 9 months and 23 games?
Diego Forlan.
Yeah. Gerald Ashby awarded a controversial penalty against which goalkeeper in March 1997, even though Robbie Fowler insisted the keeper had not fouled him?
David Seaman.
Correct. What nickname was given to the partnership of Chris Sutton and Alan Shearer while they were at Blackburn?
SAS.
Yes. You have no passes, Mark Chapman. You've scored 13 points. And now Mark Chapman, please. Now, what are you? Are you a DJ? Are you a football presenter? What?
A football presenter, I think. Anybody who's heard me knows I'm not a DJ.
Right. All right. We'll settle for football presenting. We had the Olympics. The athletes came back and everybody said, now that's what real sport is. Then the Premiership, the football season started. People said, have we fallen out of love with football? Football at that level?
No, I don't think we've fallen out. I think there are 2 things. I think all those athletes that came back from Beijing are accessible, and we feel like we could probably see them down the supermarket or go for well, not a beer with them because they're all athletes, but an orange juice with them. And you can't do that with Premiership footballers. And I think the other thing, when you look at all those sports that were in Beijing, they're brilliantly administrated, they're very well funded, and the people that run our game are egotistical and self-centred, and I think that's a huge problem.
So what's the answer? Is there one?
You need people like the chairman and owner of Aston Villa, who, although he's an American, puts the club first, doesn't want money from shirt sponsorship deals, puts a children's hospice on the shirt as for their sponsorship, gives the children's hospice money as opposed to taking money off a corporation to put on the shirt. You need more people like that.
Right. Well, with that bleak assessment of football, we've got to move on to general knowledge. You got 13 points anyway, which is a high score. Let's see how you do with your general knowledge. 2 minutes starting now. Who produced and directed the original 1960 version of the film Psycho?
Alfred Hitchcock.
Yes. Which chart-topping duo is made up of Tom Rowlands and Ed Simons, who met while they were studying at Manchester University?
Chemical Brothers.
Correct. Between the two world wars, which country built the Maginot Line, which was intended to be a defence against German attack?
France.
Correct. The Vedas, the sacred scriptures of Hinduism, are written in an archaic form of which language?
Sanskrit.
Correct. Which Asian country became the 10th Test cricket-playing nation in 2000?
Bangladesh.
Yes. Chicago stands on the shores of which of the Great Lakes?
Michigan.
Yes. What did the American writer H.L. Mencken define as the inner voice which warns us that someone may be looking?
Pass.
In the Wallace and Gromit film, The Wrong Trousers, what kind of bird is the jewel thief Feathers McGraw?
Eagle.
He's a penguin. Who first entered Parliament as the MP for Sedgefield after the June 1983 general election?
Tony Blair.
Correct. In 2000, who became the first athlete to light the Olympic flame and then win a gold medal at the same games?
Cathy Freeman.
Correct. Which drink is mixed with an equal proportion of lager to make a snake bite?
Cider.
Yeah. Which international insurance association gets its name from the owner of a London coffee house where people met to transact business?
Prudential.
Lloyd's. The royalties from all productions of which play famously go to Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital?
The Mousetrap.
Peter Pan. The boulevard along the seafront at which French resort is known as La Croisette?
Cannes.
Yes. Which former worker at Heathrow became famous as Aeroflot's calm and collected traffic supervisor in the television series Airport and Return of Airport?
Jeremy Spade.
Correct. What specific name is used for gloves with close-fitting hands and long, wide arms reaching almost to the elbow, one of which was traditionally thrown down as a challenge to combat?
Mittens.
Gauntlets. Notes from a Small Soprano is the autobiography of which Yorkshire-born singer?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Notes from a Small Soprano is the autobiography of which Yorkshire-born singer?
Pass.
What is the name of the traditional Liverpool stew usually made with meat scraps?
Broth.
Lobscouse or scouse. The Armagosa River, finish the question, rising in southern Nevada, flows into which extremely hot valley in California?
The Death Valley.
Death Valley is correct. Your two passes. Leslie Garrett was the small soprano in question. And the inner voice which warns us that someone may be looking is our conscience. Two passes. Mark Chapman, 25 points. So, at the end of the contest, let's have a look at the scores. Fourth place with 15 points, Rab Wilding. Third place, 23 points, John Culshaw. Second place, 25 points, Mark Chapman. In first place, a very high 30 points, Philippa Gregory. Philippa, come and get it. Congratulations. So, how will this change your life?
I won't do it again.
Well, with a score of 30 points, you probably could.
No, because that's the only thing I know.
That's it now.
Yes,
You've exhausted your knowledge completely.
That was absolutely it, yes.
Well, you knew a great deal. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you for watching Celebrity Masterminds. Join us again for more celebrities and more Mastermind. Good night.
And there's more tomorrow at the later time of 7 o'clock. We're in Afghanistan next on BBC One, meeting the people spending Christmas on the front line.